evening, everybody. Depends on your time zone. From here in Biafra land, in Nigeria, I am here with a vital update to whosoever it may concern, as an unrest erupted in Tanzania. So, I want everyone who is listening to me to understand that African leaders, African presidents, have one blood that runs into their veins, and that blood in their chromosome is a contagious epidemic or pandemic or epidemia, as you may understand it. So, I'm here to inform everyone listening to me from home and abroad and internationally that if you have a person, a relative, or a relation in Tanzania, I want you to quickly make a contact with your person in Tanzania, either a brother or sister, father, mother, relative. Find out the situation report in Tanzania. As it stands this very moment, the information we are gathering is that Tanzania major airport have been closed down as a result of political unrest because of their general election, their presidential election, which they rejected their former president to continue. They need a change in their system. And this banning or closing down the airport, a major airport in Tanzania, has affected the foreigners who are living in Tanzania. The foreign sojourners in Tanzania are stranded. The foreigners in Tanzania are stranded because the airport was set ablaze, but casualties have not been statistically reported on what has happened. We have not heard of any thing, such as life or anything like that in the airport. But people are in the airport to see how they can board a flight back to their various destinations because the violence is increasing hour per hour. And what brings about this very political instability, political unrest? We know that when Julius Nyerere, the former late Tanzanian president, was there, such thing has not happened before. Before Magufuli, who died during coronavirus, takes over the government of Tanzania, I believe Tanzania people have been probably happy with their president, how he has been pioneering the affairs of the country. But after the death of Julius Nyerere and Magufuli, Tanzania is becoming a different thing altogether. What I'm saying this very moment to my listeners and to those who are in abroad, I know that many people from Nigeria and many people from Biafra land are in Tanzania for greener pastures and for education, for many other things, because we depend on each other to progress and to learn and to become what God have destined us to be. So nobody's country can be enough for him without the presence of foreigners. And why I'm making this video purposely, I'm making it for people who are not aware this all this while to be aware that there is an unrest in Tanzania. So many things have happened in Tanzania which I will not bring to the social media because of the YouTube guideline. So, and for this reason, those things should be there. You can excavate the ground for you to be able to see those things. An eyesore that it is not good. So now let's get to the point. What is actually the problem with African presidents and African leaders? I want to make my opinion because one's opinion is not bad or wrong for him. So you can sample your own opinion on the comment section. Tell us how you think that this problem of African leaders can be solved. And the indigenous people in various African countries can be able to have good breath, fresh air, and be contented. What I'm trying to say is that when you watch the African leaders, their unification of mentality is one. So they believe in selfishness, self-centeredness, self-complacency, just being belligerent. You know, they want everybody to bow down to them. They want all the wealth in the particular country they are ruling to be converted to theirs. And if possible, as I'm talking with you, Paul Biya would have handed over the government of Cameroon to his own son. But because of the civilization of Cameroonians, they decided to go into the same warfare of protesting and trying to show the whole world that for 43 years rule of Paul Biya, that there was no any achievement, that even during the presidential election, what they used to count the vote was this generator they call I pass my neighbor. They use generator. There's a particular generator that Nigeria called I pass my neighbor. So that is the generator they sell 10,000 naira, or call it 12,000 naira, which is nothing. If you turn it to dollar, it is nothing. So maybe you are talking of, when you say 10,000 naira, it's like $10. $10, $15, $12. That is the kind of generator that they use in Cameroon to count the presidential election votes. So this is just to tell you the level of the failure of Paul Biya for 43 years. No electricity, no infrastructure, no foreign investment, no local investment, no manufactural companies, no development, no animation, no reanimation. So no regeneration, no reformation, no constitution. Everything is just stuck in one place. And so also it is applicable to Nigeria government. You can see them. Tinubu is in a hurry to make sure that what is happening in Nepal and Cameroon and Kenya and Tanzania, they did not happen to him because these people will by force, by fire, abdicate the throne. They will live at the office by force, whether they like it or not. So, as I'm talking with you, many things have been damaged in the Tanzania major airport. So also when we come to Tanzania, Nigeria, it's the same thing applicable. So the rulers, or the leaders, or the presidents, the politicians in power, they want to die with the power. You understand? They believe that they are born to rule and others are born to serve. And that is the problem. Political stigmatization, political nepotism, political tribalism, political greediness. They want to amass all the money in the country, all the wealth in the country to their possession. So they marginalized. That is now the indigenous people of the country will be marginalized to the extent that today you can see that there is no food in Nigeria, which Nigeria always is. Nigeria is an export country of food. Talk of gari, talk of yam, rice, and what have you. Nigerians are very industrious, very creative, productive, full of strength, So I can count many states in Nigeria that if you go, you will see food in abundance. And they're not relenting effort to, produce food. But what is happening this day is what? The terrorists have taken over everywhere, and it has put Nigerian efforts in a tight corner. And at the same time, the president of Nigeria from Buhari's regime don't care about the faithful and good people of Nigerians. So also bringing this news update to you for you to understand that people have the power and their power must be respected. The right of the people, the right of the citizens in any country on earth must be respected by their government, because the people are the one who constituted that government and give you mandate to go with them. So you marginalize them to the extent that they cannot see food to eat. So what is happening in Tanzania today has become a very big uproar, an awkward predicament. So try to find out how your person in Tanzania is doing, whether if he, she is still alive or not. So don't fold your hands. Try to find out. I didn't say you should go and fight. Who are you going to fight with? You only have to kneel down and pray that if your people are in Tanzania, that God should save them. But I'm telling you what I figured out as the problem of African leaders. They don't want to leave power. They want to die with power. They believe that presidential seat is a generational thing for them, that they will sit on it and their children will sit on it, their children, great-grandchildren will sit on it, so that when they reincarnate, they will come back and begin to eat the stolen wealth they have made. They don't care about the poor masses. And when the citizens, the good citizens of that country, rise up to fight for their right, then police and soldiers, because they have collected the bribe, will begin to use live ammunitions on them, enliven as many as they can. But what I'm saying this very moment is beyond the control of Tanzanian soldiers and police. There's nothing they can do about it than to compromise their standard. They have to bow to the opinion and the choice of the good citizens of Tanzania. Thank you.